Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that if you're returning. How you doing? All right, grab your coffee, maybe a snack or two, and let's get into it. So this email came to me, and she's talking about dog food shortages. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of this, especially when it comes to like dog treats, cat treats, stuff like that, okay? She said when I started having trouble finding dry dog food for my dog, that her dog prefers, she started a subscription with Chewy. I have a subscription with Chewy as well. She said, I got a notification that it's out of stock there as well. And she said, I did not even get a date of when it would be restocked. When I can find it at a store, as everything else, the price has gone up. I worry about stocking for her dog more than she worries about stocking up for herself. And she said, I guess I'll be making his food now. Thanks for all you do. Well, thank you for reaching out. We're all having these problems, especially when it comes to our pets. We're all, finding that, dog food shortages, cat food shortages. It's never ending. It's never ending. Yeah. And so this subscriber, she reached out, and it's because of yesterday's video where I was cracking up because of the subscriber who's only 5'3", and she was climbing up on things that she should not have been climbing up on to get canning jars. And she said, I live close to Memphis. Please, for the love of God, forward my email to the gal who hijacked the platform to get jars. I am 5'3" too. She said, I am a fallen Southern belle. Oh, I've been known to put on the unicorn helmet and ride a bike, ringing the bell through Wally World. I can sometimes be found with a kid's fishing pole dangling over aquariums. I need this kindred spirit in my life. Reach out and touch someone. So you guys need to connect, okay? So on to this, okay? I have been hearing a lot about this vegetable processing plant that has caught on fire, okay? It's Taylor Farms. It's one of the biggest vegetable processors for mostly salad fixings. They process 1/3 of all salad stuffs that we eat, and their warehouse near Monterey, California caught fire. And now, how many food warehouses and processing plants is that throughout the U.S. that caught, for the past year that caught fire or, is no longer, able to be in production, shall I say? Yeah. So even if it can be grown, who's going to process it and ship it to stores? Granted, it doesn't likely affect us directly, but in the chain of things, it will. Add that to food rotting at the border due to the backup of trucks that need to search prior to crossing into the U.S. We need more companies like this one. It's about 25 minutes from my house. It's called 80acrefarms.com. All links, as you know, are in the description box below. Yes? So then yesterday I was talking about the storms that it's going to affect 18 states, okay? And this subscriber, she wrote in and she said the hurricane force winds whipped through here and her greenhouse was anchored down and it survived. But when she went outside, she found that all of her plants had been blown from the shelves. It's a total loss. Oh no. Everything was crushed. She said, if we have to buy Bonnie plants to plant this year, it's going to be a game changer. It's breaking my heart. This constant barrage of tornadoes and straight line winds in Tennessee is a lot worse than usual. I have no doubt it's from weather manipulation. You're not the only one to say that. You're not the only one to say that. Here, I live in Hurricane Lane, right? And we have been seeing such weird weather here, weird weather patterns, okay? And we've been having tornadoes touch down here, and we're like, when did this start? This is just not normal. We've never had tornadoes touch down besides when it's hurricane season. But we're having tornadoes come through here. And it's just very, very strange. So I'm going to agree with you on this and say, yes, that it's weather manipulation. And she said, excuse me, while I adjust my tinfoil hat, Lord mercy, I'm used to living in Tornado Alley, but it hasn't let up for weeks and weeks. Screw it. Tomorrow is pretty good, is pretty for a Good Friday, and we're going fishing. Have a great Easter. Well, thank you. You know, this is just getting ridiculous. You know, I agree with you wholeheartedly on this. You know, it's Good Friday, and, you know, Easter is, you know, in 2 days, and it's like, what's going on here? What's going on? You know, yeah, I totally agree with you, honey. I really do. So I don't know what to think. I really don't. So here's some screenshots that I'm going to put in for you, okay? And it has to do with, you know, Walgreens, CVS, you know, what's going on with baby formula, right on. And we're going to talk about this, all right? I'll put in the screenshots, and then we're going to talk about the fire, okay? And a growing baby formula shortage has retailers like Targets and Walmart, okay? Because first initially it was Walgreens, CVS. Now it's Target and Walmart's, okay? They're limiting purchases, leaving parents to make multiple trips just to confront empty shelves in the wake of a recent recall by Abbott, ABBOTT Laboratories. Now, in February, Abbott recalled powdered formula manufactured at a Michigan plant after several babies fell ill with bacterial infections, and 2 perished, okay? And that was according to the FDA. The recall compounded existing inventory troubles due to supply chain snarls and ingredients shortages brought on by the pandemic. Now, families in some parts of the country are finding formula tough to come by. It's not just some parts of the country, it's all over the country. We know that this recall has further exacerbated an industry-wide infant formula shortage. We are doing everything we can to address it. Walgreens and CVS now, they're both limiting formula purchases to 3 per transaction, while Target said it's limiting online formula purchases to 4 units per transaction. Costco, they declined to comment, but a 2-pack for one brand being sold on its website was capped at 2 per order. So there's your answer for that. Now, due to increased demand and various supplier challenges, infant and toddler formulas are being constrained across the country. Similar to other retailers, put into effect purchase limits of 3 per transaction on all formula to help improve inventory. We continue to work diligently with our supplier partners to best meet customer demands. Now, Walmart and Kroger, they're also rationing some formula purchases. Roughly 31% of formula products were out of stock across the country the week of April 3rd. Now, what started as a spotty shortage in 2021 has grown to a nationwide problem. Baby formula is still available in some stores, but supply is very patchy and out of stock arises very quickly. Unfortunately, shortages encourage some people to buy in bulk and hoard. That word. Which further contributes to availability issues. This is why some retailers have put in place quantity restrictions. I don't think it's hoarding when you have small children and infants at home that this is their only diet. And your fear as a mom and a dad, your fear is coming true that your child, your small infant, your small toddler is not going to be able to eat because their only diet is formula. So it's not a hoard. It's called your worst fear coming true as a parent. Consumers are having to shop around for formula, searching multiple locations, routinely encountering empty shelves and out-of-stock messages online. And this is an essential product. There is a lot of worrying amongst parents. So this is a very scary thing that we're dealing with, okay? And, this is not something to, even if you don't have small children, you might know somebody who is expecting. Why not pick up a small can? Even if it's the liquid kind, the concentrated kind, pick up a small can for them. So now on to the fire, okay? Salinas Fire Department officials, okay, they announced that evacuation and shelter-in-place orders have been lifted for the Taylor Farm incident. The mayor added that it's still a very active scene, okay? And what they said was, I very much appreciate the patience of our residents. I recognize the inconvenience during the last 17 plus hours. Your safety was our number one priority. And that was said by the mayor. Her name is Kimberly Craig. One big ask I have of our community is that you continue to stay away from the area, okay? Now, what happened was portions of South Salinas were evacuated Wednesday night after crews responded to a fire at Taylor Farms. It was on Abbott Street. When firefighters arrived, they reported that the building was heavily involved in fire. Not long after, crews realized that the fire had caused a potential for an explosion and hazmat plume of ammonia. A shelter-in-place order was issued for surrounding areas, and city officials have asked that residents shut their windows and turn off ventilation systems. And firefighters say they are acting out of an abundance of caution. Now, as of yesterday morning, over 22 fire units from across Monterey County have responded to the incident at Taylor Farms processing facilities, according to Salinas officials. And the fire progressed to the point that it posed a significant risk for a potential explosion of ammonia that is located in the plant. For that reason, they had to pull back their units to a safe area and have begun evacuation notices for the immediate area surrounding the plant. About 2,700 people live close to the plant and were told that they had to evacuate, while 35,000 more were ordered to shelter inside their homes. That's scary. It's unclear how the fire started, but firefighters said there were employees who were doing maintenance on the facility when the fire was reported. A shelter-in-place order is in place for the areas around the south of Constitution Boulevard to Spreckles Avenue and east of Main Street. However, shifts in wind direction can move the cloud and impact different areas, fire crews said. Evacuation areas may change as the incident evolves. My Lord, that is so sad. Wow. My Lord. All right, guys, that's all for this video. Oh, wait. I'm going to put up these screenshots of the baby formula and all, okay? All right, I love you. I'll see you in the next one. You stay safe. You stay positive. You keep prepping. And as always, fear less. Ciao.